Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris and this is Restoration Rescue. So today we are back working on the cab of the 63. So we are going to jump in real quick to the back. So right here we have a dent almost, or an indentation that we need to get rid of and pull out. And this comes from me welding, because when I was welding, I just let it eat and it warped our panel. So I have a dent up here. Gonna grind back this paint filler, get these things pulled out, pull this out as well. And what we did is we went and purchased a stud dent puller. So what that does is you put a little pin in and you pull. Now we have a lot of welds where we still have to fill in and get this thing ground down to look better. So we have a lot of work to do. So let's go ahead, grab this stud dent puller and start putting some studs in. But first and foremost, before we hit the studs, we do have to grind the paint. So we have my Milwaukee tool with a little bit of a disc on it, nothing that's going to sand down the metal, and just grind away this primer. So here is our new dent repair stud welder. So we have the puller, which is a 2-pound puller, so it should be able to pull out some dents pretty easy. Looks like it, you pull in and you're able to spin it and tighten something inside so that it locks it in. We also have the gun, and it also comes with a bunch of pins as well as a separate tip. So it just plugs into a regular wall outlet. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop behind the cab on the cab corner, start putting in some of these studs. And how you do it is you just push in, make contact, and it fires. So let's go ahead, load this thing up with some pins, and start putting some of these pins in. right, so that worked pretty good. I still have some spots that I'm going to have to do, like up here. I'm going to have to grind some of this paint back and just pull a little bit more. The dent is a pretty wide dent, so I need to get in and pull out. Down here looks pretty good. I did open up a couple holes in the old welds and pulled away some of that old metal. I tried to go with the thinner of the two, give us a little less pull power, but a little less chance of going through. Have two holes that have really opened up, and I still have some of the old holes that I need to re-weld up anyway. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grind this away, start pulling up here so that I can at least get what I need and know what I need to do for the rest of this panel so that I can get it in. Also, right here in the corner, you can't really see down there right now. That is looking a million times better, a lot less pushed out down here. Just need to put a little bit of my hammer on it, like right in here. Just knock down some of where that puller hit too hard. Just knock it down just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty flat. Just need to grind back a lot of these welds and make this thing look flush. So let's go ahead. We're going to grind back the paint over here and work on getting this pulled out. And then we're going to come back in and start welding up this thing again and grinding and welding and grinding. So after some hammering and whatnot, up here and pulling is perfect. I may just hit it a little bit with my hammer here just to get it a little bit more perfect, but it's pretty good. I will hit this with a skim coat of filler just to knock it down just a little bit. Not a lot, because this was majorly a big dent or a divot. So by being able to pull that out, this looks absolutely incredible. It's pretty smooth. Obviously, I have a little spot in here that I need to address, but I also have to get rid of this big, ugly weld, get this ground to flat, and see where I need to start welding. Obviously, I have a hole right here from the stud gun, which I need to also knock down as well, and knock it down over here. I'm going to build up a little bit more weld here and run some beads in here, but I want to be really careful now because I have the panel pretty much set. The other side is nice and flat, just like this one now. So just need to grind away all this ugly welds and get the new welds set up. So this panel is pretty close to getting complete. That'll be awesome, because then once we get the door frame set, we'll be able to come through and prime the entire cab and get this thing set up for its beautiful final paint coat, making it look absolutely perfect, which is what we want. Obviously, it's not perfect to professional standards. I wish I was professional, but I'm still just a guy working in his garage who's learning the process as I go. I have never used a stud welder before. It's really not that difficult. It's actually super easy. I do recommend wearing glasses just because it does shoot some sparks sometimes. But let's go ahead and start grinding this stuff away so we can make this thing look absolutely incredible. down here, and we have gotten this thing pretty smooth. Yes, it's not perfect, but it is pretty good. A little bit of metal beading left, and this panel will be set. So this is going to be ready for its not primer just yet. Have to beat down a little bit, and then we're going to come back and we're going to lay some filler. You can see that I've kind of sanded it back. I do a little bit more there because I've kind of burned a little bit of the primer with some of my welds. So just come in here and kind of grind this back. Get this looking flat, getting looking flush. This stud gun is actually pretty amazing. It works wonders. It has made this panel look really good, and I'm really impressed. Like if you came in here, there's a little bit of a wave, but I just need to knock that down like right in here and get that flat. But that is going to be a wrap for this week's video, as we have run out of time. It's been a long day, and it's been quite a little bit of a tackling job to get this all situated once we got it in here. So down here, this whole panel is ready to go. We still have the front of the cab and the rest of the door frame to finish up. We have some things that we need to do to get ready for the upcoming weeks. I hope in the next couple weeks we get some good days in a row where I can get out and prime this thing up and get it ready for that final color. And then we do some clear, and this thing will look absolutely phenomenal. We do have to pick up some more clear. We have to pick up some more interior color paint, as we have that coming as well. This project is really coming along. We have a lot of work that we've completed throughout the 2.5 years. We're really excited, and we are about 100 away, as of recording this, of getting to 2,500 subscribers. That's a huge milestone, as we started when I came back with about 700. So right now, we have gained a lot of subscribers, and that is hugely thanks to you guys for sharing it, to liking the videos, and we wish you continue to keep subscribing, or staying subscribed, liking our videos, and continue to watching as we continue building. I can't wait to get this project on all fours, driving down the road. We're not that far away from having that dream come true, but we still have a lot of work to do, and we have the 454. But like I said, we have run out of time for this week. We'll see you guys next Saturday.